Hi, my name is Shelby Eubanks, and I will be speaking about Wells Fargo. To start off, a little bit of background information on Wells Fargo. They were founded on March 18th in 1852 in New York City by Henry Wells, William G. Fargo, and Associates. They opened for business on July 13th in 1852 in San Francisco and Sacramento, California. A.G. Edwards was an American financial service holding company located in St. Louis. Before they merged with Wachovia in 2008, Wachovia was the fourth largest bank in the United States. But as of December 31st in 2008, after a government forced sale, Wachovia merged with Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is an American multinational bank, being the 23rd largest company in the United States. There are some problems associated with Wells Fargo, though, and one of them is cyber attacks. Seeing as though Wells Fargo is a rather large company, one would think that they're secure, and that is the case for the most part. A lot of business that Wells Fargo does, though, is on the computer, and it leaves a lot of room for intruders. Cyber attacks are a serious problem, which not only Wells Fargo, but other financial institutions and their members suffer from as well. People trust financial institutions with their information. But the question is, should you? A major problem with cybersecurity is that it isn't perfect. There will most likely always be a way around the protection an institution has put in place. If Wells Fargo were to be off their computers for 3 hours, that's 3 hours of production that they've lost. That's 3 hours that they are not going to get back, and that's time wasted that they're paying their employees to sit there and essentially do nothing. The computer and the internet are two very important pieces of technology that Wells Fargo depends on. When a cyber attack happens, not only does it affect your company, but it also affects your suppliers and anyone you do business with. So what can you do, or what can Wells Fargo do to prevent a cyber attack from happening again, or what did they do as the outcome of an attack? There are a few things that Wells Fargo does in order to prevent cyber attacks from happening. This includes individualized passwords, security questions, timed log-offs, firewalls, encryptions, surveillance, and many more security measures. I personally work at a financial institution, and we do all of those things plus more. It's very important to us that we keep everyone's information secure, not only for their purposes, but for our purposes as well. If you think about it, it's part of my job to do it. We have to keep our members safe, and that's just what it boils down to. Another thing that Wells Fargo does is after a cyber attack, most companies shut down their servers to upgrade the security of their systems. That way, if the person who intruded to begin with tries to do it again, they're going to have a harder problem doing so. If you think about all of the information that your financial institution has about you, and then you think about if someone got a hold of it, what are the consequences that you and the other members could suffer from? A few things that they would have for sure would be your social security number, your birth date, your address, and they also have access to your driver's license. I know we store licenses in our computer in our database so that we don't have to ask members for them every time if they need cash back or if they need to make a withdrawal, anything. It's member service. That way they can, if they forget their ID and they don't have time to run back home and get it, if they're going out of town and they, accidentally packed it somewhere that they don't have access to right now. It's something that they definitely, they like for us to have because of that reason. But if you think about the possibilities of what someone could do with all that information, it's endless. They could open up credit cards in your name. They could buy a house in your name. and that essentially destroys your life. Overall, security is a very important part of being a financial institution. They have a tremendous amount of information about you and other people, and as each day passes, people become more educated with technology. So what will they be able to do tomorrow that they couldn't do today? Thank you.